Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic, the man who has action figures to review. Yes, I am the Mad Montreal Man, and here we are. It's Season 4, Episode 54. And I know we were only going to do 52 episodes per season, but I figured why not? I am a toyholic after all, and I still have some stuff to review, and the year's not quite over yet. That, and I have, well, as the editor just clearly pointed out, I have zero social life, so I figured why not do another episode? For you, Shane, for you, Kang, Bob, Miles, Casey, Chris, the guys at EV Games, and anybody else who likes to watch the show, including the Facebook groups that I'm a part of that rarely ever share the videos. Interesting. But that's besides the point. We've got two figures for you today from the wonderful 0 Hour. If you remember this comic book, well, you're getting old like I am. We've got two 0 Hour figures for you. Are you ready? Woo! Extand and Superman, thus the t-shirt. So I figure we'll start off with good old Clark Kent. Yep. Remember I said not too long ago it's a shame we didn't get a mullet Superman before? That's why I got that other figure. Well, guess what? Mullet Superman. Yep. I honestly think it might be... okay, less of a mullet than the 8-bit Superman. I still have to get the other two 8-bits now because I figured I got Aquaman and Supes from that series. Might as well track down the Flash and Batman so I can build an 8-bit Darkseid. But that's besides the point. Superman from the 0 Hour. So what do you say I get my good friend, your good friend, the enemy of all mint and package, especially these kind of packages? Because I know those mint and package people go, you can't reseal that package. You know who I'm talking about. Dr. Scalpel. Ooh, nice and sharp. So, yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Now, are you like me? You might have some... Ow, look, it's actually cutting. It's cutting the plastic. Are you like me? You actually have a few things that are mint and packaged just because you're slightly obsessive? Or you one of those guys who has everything mint and package and you don't watch the show? Or you, like most people, most of your stuff gets taken out of the package, you put it on the shelf, and you enjoy it. So I'm going to finish cutting the plastic out, hoping it not coming in my hands, and throw in a close-up, and we'll be back right after that.
In audio.
Just to make the mint and package people feel better, there is a way that you could take them out. The package still looks mostly completely intact, so if I really want to, I could put everything back in again, except just don't look at the bottom. But yeah, there you go, mint and package people. Hope you're happy. Now, as for the figure, what does he come with? Well, he has the two giant open hand. Yeah, they're massively large hands. No grabbing hands, no trigger finger hands, just the massive hands, the base, the card, and of course, issue 4, the 0 Hour. Yeah. An enjoyable comic book. A lot of, oh look, a lot of variants of Hawkman. Not a bad series. I do remember it. I remember it mostly fondly. But let's talk about Soups himself. Now, I really do think it's pretty much the same body as the Darkseid one. It looks like the same body. I'd have to do some proper measurements to be sure. The only differences are really the skin tone, the hair, and the capes. He had a wired cape. No symbol on the back. This Superman has a wonderful symbol in the back, but as you can see, it is not a wired cape. Punching hands, no open hands. Not as much of a mullet as the Bill the Darkseid one. Overall, though, it's still a good-looking Superman. Even though I have to admit the face is a little dorky. It's it's basically the card. Not my favorite Superman of all times. Do I regret getting him? No, he's a fun Superman to have. He'll go with all the other Superman that we have. After Batman, Superman, Flash, oddly enough, not that many Wonder Woman. But no, he's a pretty good Superman. You mean he's fairly posable. I mean, you can do the T-pose if you really want to. You can do the Adonis pose. That's right. Except you'd have to have a pointing finger for that one to be perfect. But no, he's a pretty good Superman. I figure, why not? He's a good one to add to the collection. Not front of the shelf, though. Mostly because the face is a little bit dorky looking. Overall, though, a good Superman. If you're one of those people who does customizing, I can see people buying this and customizing it. Basically doing a head swap. But overall, not disappointed with him. I kind of like him. I'm happy I got him. He's worth starving for a couple of days to get him. Let's just put it that way. That's what I do to get these figures now. I starve. I do without food. But let's continue with the one that really wanted to get the most when I saw these advertised. Extand. If you remember the Monarch one I did, I kept on saying, oh, we need an Extand. We really do need an Extand. Because, Hawk's transgression from Hawk to Monarch to Extand. Oddly enough, though, we don't have a Hawk and Dove. Or a Hawk, even. But that's besides the point. And yes, mint and package people, it's a red platinum. Ooh, ooh. And you know how Dr. Scalpel feels about red platinums? He likes to take them out. He likes to basically just make that first cut. Ooh, a long cut too. So I'm going to finish taking Extand out of the package, throw in his close-up, and we'll be back to talk about him right after that. Mint and package people, look, the package is still mostly intact. Still got the red label, all the cardboard's there. He's just free of the package. Now, he also comes with the card. Now, doesn't even say Hank Hall, it just talks about the comic book, which we already have. It's the same comic book as Superman. It'd be kind of nice if they would have done like issue 4 and 5 or something like that, but no, it's the same comic book, and it was a fun series to read. I do like it when they do these. It's kind of fun. I don't mind it. It makes me want to reread the comic book again. Now, he also has spare hands. Yes, he does. He has, of course, a right grabby hand and a kind of a left trigger finger. But here he is. Oh, he's got the base, of course, and here he is. Now, this does bring up a little point of contention with McFarlane Toys. Superman, no wired cape. Extant, wired cape. Explain that one to me. It would have been nice to get a Superman with the wired cape also. I mean, I understand when there's like extra packaging or extra gimmicks with the package, like, you know, an extra set of 2 pairs of hands or something like that, but Superman had the same accessories as Extand. He's a bit beefier. Were we paying for the curl and can't get a wire? I don't know. But Extand, here we go. Now, before anyone goes, haven't we seen that body before? Yeah, you have. It's the same body they used for, you know, the Atom, the Page Puncher Atom, the Starman. It basically is the same body as Mr. Bones or Nucleon. I don't mind the reuse, because if you reuse it properly, you get a new character. And all they really do is sometimes is do a little bit something different. Like, for example, he's got the Extant belt. He's got, you know, a different paint scheme, and that's fine. The face sculpt is great too. It looks like the character from the comic book, and I do like him, especially when I think about having Monarch and then this guy and eventually maybe a Hawk as well. The progression of Hank Hall into Extant until he sacrifices himself. And it's kind of funny thing is too, they haven't brought him back yet. You think with everything that they do with DC, people die, they come back, Batgirl's paralyzed, she's not paralyzed, Al Jordan becomes Parallax, becomes a Spectre, sacrifices himself, and he's back as Al Jordan again. The best Green Lantern of all time, by the way. But here he is, and I always felt that this is one of the characters that, once again, DC did dirty. They did Hank Hall dirty, turn him into, like, the Monarch and Extant. And originally, I know Monarch was supposed to be Captain Atom, but for some reason they realized, oh, let's not do Captain Atom dirty. My idea for Monarch is still better. It doesn't make Hank Hall a bad guy either. Just saying. I'll eventually maybe do a video of that on my other channel. We don't know yet. We'll see. But no, I do like him. I like the fact that the cape really is a wired cape. I like the way it billows out of the back as well. You get the nice neck piece. You saw in the close-up, it is a very textured body, which is really nice. I like the details in the symbol. And, of course, being a simple, basic McFarlane body, you got the posability. I had no problem with the ankles, no problems with the peg holes either. Overall, with Monarch on a shelf, front of the shelf, the two of them would just look really good together. And one thing I am doing during the break between this season and if there is going to be season 5, is I'm redoing my shelving. But no, Extant, I do say if you can get him, pick him up. He's definitely worth it. It's just one of those cool characters, and you can really shape the cape. It's a really good cape to shape. I like it. This guy out of the two, between Mullet Superman and Extant, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the show for today. There will be another show for this season because it's not quite December yet. So I know, season 4, episode 55. Why not? But next week, we're going to do 2 figures again. We're going to do... I'm not sure which ones I should do. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do Peacemaker. The theatrical Peacemaker. I was reluctant to get this guy because I haven't seen season 2 yet. But I figured I got the Superman movie one. It kind of ties into all that. Why not? And before my editor puts anything up, no, I didn't buy the big kaiju from the Superman movie. I didn't want it. Same thing with the commando penguins from the Batman movie, or the penguin duck car. I didn't get that either. If you want me to review it, send it to me. That's what I think about those figures like that. If you want to see the commando penguins, send them to me. You want me to talk about the duck penguin car, send it to me. You want me to get the big kaiju from Superman movie, send it to me. I'm broke. I can't afford to get stuff I'm really not going to be right off the bat interested in. I know some figures have changed my mind in the past. I know. But for now, those guys are not on my list I want. I'll also be doing this guy. Now, I have the regular version of this guy, and I saw this and I went, damn, black and gold. There's something about black and gold I like. I still want a booster gold, black and gold. Maybe one day. Or if I ever can find like a loose booster gold, I'll do my own custom paint job on them. But next week, we'll do 2 figures. There you go. After that, I'm not sure. There might be a Christmas special after that. We'll have to wait and see. But until then, do your best for your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being. Do your best to stay healthy. It's important. And when you get a Superman that kind of gives you a laugh because of that mullet, it's a good way to stay happy. And last but not least, when you have the thought of getting, well, an extra episode of this season, there you go, or getting a nice shelf display, if you can ever get the missing figure you need, it's a good way to stay positive. And on that note, thank you guys all for watching the show again. Thank you for those of you who hit like. Thank you for people who subscribe to the show. Special thanks to people like Shane, who will comment and share the videos. And to anybody who's donated to the GoFundMe, you know who you are, the 2 of you. Thank you. You guys actually did care about that. And if anyone goes to that wish list, please do. But more important to me is if you actually share the video, share the link to this video with EB Games, their Instagram, and they even put the link to their YouTube channel now. And yeah, or any other toy company, because it'd be nice to have other stuff to review that wouldn't put me in the starvation house. Because after all, you know, I'm starting to go a bit crazy here. Okay, editor, I'm not a bit crazy. I know I'm mad, but that's besides the point. All that said, though, a couple of bloopers for you. It happens. Unsupervised, unscripted. What can I say? It's part of the show. But until next week, take care of yourselves. Have a good week. Keep your throat warm. Thus the collar on my neck. And we'll see you guys next Friday for another episode of On the Peg. Until then, just watch a whole bunch of other videos. No, until then, take care of yourself. Spend time with your loved ones. Reach out to people who you know who might be alone. And last but not least, Shane, I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. With the postal strike here, I haven't been able to send that package out to you. That plus the fact I keep on getting mixed signals from English customs and Irish customs about trying to send you maple syrup. Worst case, buddy, it'll be in January. I'm sorry, my brother, it might be in January. But we'll see you guys next Friday, okay? Okay, go now. Welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic. I am, of course, the Mad Montreal Man. or like most people, just call me Joseph. Yeah, here we are, Season 4, Episode 54. What can I say? I don't like any of that. That just... What you want from me? What? Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic, and most people just call me Joseph. Actually, most people don't even call me. I got no calls at all. Sad life. It's true, the sad life of a toyaholic. And I'm not going to use that intro because it's just pathetic, just like my life is. Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic. I am the man known as the Mad Montreal Man. Most people just call me Joseph. That's if they call me ever at all. That's besides the point. Here we are, Season 4, Episode 54. And I know, I said only 52 per season, but what the heck, why not? I figured, hey, I still got some action figures. The year's not over. After all, I am a toyaholic. Yeah, and I have zero any other activities. And that sucked also. Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic. I am the guy that most people say is insane, or the... fuck it, can't get this one going today.
In audio,